Power. It's a show that APWA and Pehchaan TV has brought for you guys to bring inspirational women, ladies and girls to you so that we can feel empowered by knowing their story and get to know them better. Today, here we have Daniya Syed with us, the beautiful Daniya Syed, who has recently won 2 accolades. One for obviously her award for the representing the National Robotics team, and the other one which is about winning the Muslim Youth of the Year award. So Daniya, how is it like to come here today and talk to people? How do you feel about that?
It's always such an honor to be able to, help inspire or encourage other girls to be more involved in STEM or in this type of field. So it's just an honor to be here today.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you as well. So I think you'd start with getting to know Daniya a little better as a person and then also as a professional. I know and understand that recently she's graduated from uni, and then what's next, Daniya? What has recently happened to your life? I believe there are a lot of changes.
Yes.
And what's next?
Yes. So I've actually just graduated from high school. So I finished year 12 this year, and so it's been quite a roller coaster because I did have a robotics competition this year where I represented Australia in Switzerland, Geneva. And so because of the dates of that competition overlapped with my HSC, I actually sat some of my HSC exams in Geneva, Switzerland, simultaneously to compete at the competition. So that was quite hectic. But alhamdulillah, now I'm finished with the HSC, and now I'm just moved on to furthering my passion and doing whatever I can to get more involved into robotics and the community.
So Daniya, what got you interested in robotics? What started this entire roller coaster ride, and where do you think it will take you?
So starting off, and I say this all the time, but it's actually not a joke. I actually got back in 2013, I watched this movie by Disney called Big Hero 6, and that's what basically drove my passion into robotics. After watching that movie, I was about a robot. After watching that movie, I was like, that's what I want to build. I want to build that one day. And so ever since then, I've just been working towards that goal. In high school, when I started year 7, I joined my school's robotics team, and that basically changed my life for the rest of my life. I did robotics for 6 years now, and I've been doing side projects alongside of it, and that's just basically pushed my passion even further into robotics and engineering.
So how old were you when you started this?
So I actually started getting involved in robotics in year 7 to 2017. I was around 12 at the time, but before that in primary school, I did do a bunch of HTML, I did a bit of learned to self-taught, but
exposed to it.
Exactly, just for background reference, both my parents are software engineers, so there was slight influence from there.
It did help.
But other than that, I got into robotics through my school's robotics program, and I've done that for 6 consecutive years.
That sounds amazing, to be honest. It's an inspiration to see girls like Daniya participate in robotics. So I think it's changing the face, but at the same time in a very, very, very positive light. So Daniya, throughout your struggles and your rewarding experiences, can you tell us just one struggle that you want to share with people, and then something which was very rewarding at the same time?
So I can say one of my biggest struggles, well, at the exact same time, most rewarding moments was for my year 12 project for design technology for my HSC. I decided to create a personal healthcare robot, which is, I thought I committed to a lot, but alhamdulillah, I was able to succeed at then. There was a lot of turbulence during that process because we're talking about really advanced, engineering concepts, a lot of different features in technology that I'm familiar with. But alhamdulillah, over this year, I was able to complete that properly. And even though there was times where I accidentally blew up a whole component just by short-circuiting it, however,
there are things blowing up.
However, that was quite rewarding because my DT project has actually been selected to be featured in next year's Powerhouse Museum in the city.
So Powerhouse Museum, if you guys don't know, Daniya's going to tell us about it a bit.
So that will be my artwork, not my artwork, sorry. My visual arts artwork is something else that's also being exhibited. However, for my design technology project, that will be exhibited in the Ultimo Powerhouse Museum next year for a couple of months, amongst a lot of other distinguished projects for HSC.
That sounds amazing. All right, Daniya. So our next question to you would be more of an advice. If you can advise someone who's listening to this right now about taking a path similar to yours, and maybe there are a few things that you can list down which are going to help them make that path easier, if they can, you know, I don't know, like just make their journey easier. The journey is never easy. We all know that. There are ups and downs. It's a roller coaster ride. But then something which can, you know, help them a bit during this.
I think the biggest advice I can give, and it's something I live by, is to, if you're passionate about something, to give it your all. That's your 110%. And so that's what I did with robotics. Robotics was my passion, and I did whatever I could to pursue it. And don't let what other people think of you, or what the expectations of what a certain characteristic or certain method of getting to the end goal is. Because, for example, the biggest examples is I sat my HSC overseas in Geneva, Switzerland, right? And that's because I love robotics so much and I wanted to pursue it further. So I guess that's the biggest advice I can give, is that to follow what you're passionate about, because after that, that's where success and that's where your achievements follow, is that when you're passionate about something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
These are very wise words, Daniya. Indeed, like coming from someone like you, I've gotten so much to learn today, and hopefully she has inspired some of you guys as listeners as well. And we wish you all the best, Daniya. Your APWA team is always there for you, celebrating you, supporting you, and cheering on you. So all the best for your future endeavors, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me today.